powerful posse, and welcome back to Purple RX. It is your girl Renata, your friendly and resourceful PharmD, here to help you navigate through this health, wellness world with all this vast information to help guide you to find you what works for you, because everything is not for you and you aren't for everything. So you know what today is. Today is Freestyle Fridays, and Freestyle Fridays is I get up here and talk about whatever's on my brain, whatever's on my heart, whatever I feel, don't feel, whatever. So this week has been rough. It has been a rough week. I didn't want to do this, but I just decided, hey, after the workout, let's go. Let's get a talk in. Let me tell you where I'm coming from. Let me show you what rough weeks look like. Looks like I don't feel like doing my hair, or I need to wash my hair. I haven't done my eyebrows. You're all good. It's all good. So y'all gonna get the raw and real. Even though you get it when I talk, you're gonna get it with how I look. And that's just how it's gonna go today. This week has been a rough week. It's been it's been a really rough week. Emotionally, mentally, it has just been a lot. I'm just gonna be real. Feel your feelings, guys. Feel those feelings. I know they're rough. I know they're hard, but feel them. Feel every single one of them. Feel them at the moment you're supposed to feel them. Feel them right when they come on. And I'm not saying sit in it forever, but feel them. Go through the process of feeling and understanding or trying to understand, or start the question to understand, where is this coming from? Why am I feeling like this? Where does it start? Feel it. Because if you don't, and you push down and you suppress and push away or push back or try to put something over it or act like it didn't affect you, you're just lying to yourself. You're really just lying to yourself. And you're going to make further down in your life a lot harder. You're going to make it a lot harder, a lot more difficult, a lot more frustrating. That's where that struggle is really going to come in. Because struggle doesn't come in from like, oh yes, people go through challenges and hard times, but the struggle really comes in with you fighting against that challenge and hard time, with you not experiencing it and being in it and understanding where you're at and understanding where you need to go and understanding what you may need to learn here, or being open to learn there. That's where the struggle comes in. And we think that if we get out of the situation, the struggle is over, and I just go into the next situation and act like that shit didn't happen, when it fucking happened. Excuse my language. It happened. And you're just sitting there. Next time you get into a situation, job, relationship, whatever it is, you're in that same cycle. You're in the same place you started. And I'm not here to say I'm in the same place I started, but kinda. It just, feel your emotions. Be in that position. Be in that place. Whether those emotions drain you, whether those emotions are very deep, be in them. Be in them as in, okay, I'm mad, I'm angry. Okay, why am I truly mad and angry? Am I truly mad and angry at that person? Or am I truly mad because there's a trigger to something that happened a long time ago? Or I'm mad because I'm back here in this same situation again and I'm experiencing something I didn't want to experience again? Okay, well, why am I experiencing it? What am I doing that's allowing this experience to continue over and over and over again? Why does my body react in this way? Why do I feel anxious when this comes around? Feel it. Why am I anxious? Am I anxious because I think I'm not worthy? Am I anxious because I'm wanting to reject the situation because it's not turning out like I planned? Something like that. Because that's a lot of us. It's our plan and it's our expectations, and we expect it to go the way we think it should go, and it doesn't. And we get anxiety, and it's not panning out, and we get an idea of something, and then we jump into a conclusion of something else. Where are you at in your head? Where are you at in your heart? Feel those emotions. If you don't feel those emotions, they're going to pop up in another happy, it can even be when you're in a good relationship or a good job or a good place. They're going to pop up. Feel them. Don't block them. I was the queen of block and go forward. Go block and go forth. Block and go forth. I would just block the crap out of stuff. I would just be like, all right, this is how it's panning out. I don't like it. I'm going on to the next situation. And I'm going to build how I want to build. But it's going to pop back up again. And it's going to look some other way until you deal with it. Until you deal with it, it's just going to be there. It's going to look maybe a little bit different. Maybe a little bit better. But even in some of the best places, it's going to pop up in the worst way. And you're going to be like, I'm here again. Why am I here again? And really and truly, you're there again because you never dealt with it before. And I'm going to be real. Even when you deal with it, it's going to pop back up again. Even when you deal with that hurt and that pain that you dealt with in the past, or that thing that triggered something, and you say, okay, this is triggering this. I have this issue. Healing is continuous. You're going to have to heal more and more because it's going to be a deeper trigger next time. It's going to be something bigger. It's going to be in a different way. But when you have taken care of it, faced it, and understood what it is that time, that trigger is not going to be that triggering. That trigger is going to be like, okay, Renata, you're tripping. You know what that's about. That's not about you. And you're going to be able to be a bigger person and say, I'm sorry. I went off. That has nothing to do with you. There's something I still need that I did not know was there. It's still there. It's going to be there. There's just layers to that emotion, or there's layers to that past thing that emotion is connected to. And you're going to have to continue to heal and continue to recognize. And as you recognize, you get deeper and deeper into who you are. You'll get in a deeper understanding into how you were raised, what has been programmed inside of you, what you're understanding, and where you can go from there, and what won't stop you once you understand what has gone on inside and understand those emotions. So don't run away from them. Don't fight them. Don't do anything, because they're still going to be there. They're going to be there. You think they're not, but they're going to be there. Bloop, bopping you in your face. Thought they was gone. Hear that shit go again. It's going to be straight bopping you in your face. So deal with your emotions. Be in them. And when I say be in them. Feel that hurt. Feel that pain. Feel what it triggers and understand it. Don't be in it and don't sulk in it for weeks and weeks and still continue to just talk about the emotion. Actually look at it and deal with it and ask God to start doing the healing work in you. To say, I don't want this to be a part of me that controls me anymore. It controls my body. It makes me stiffen up, or it makes me, my heart beat fast and me stay up late at night and I can't sleep. I don't want that anymore. You can always tell God, I don't want that anymore. I can't deal with this. My heart can't take this. My body can't take this. Because if you think about it, when we suppress those emotions and hold those emotions in, that was probably a part of the reason I got fibroids. That's probably a part of the reason some people are getting ailments and are sick and are having a really hard time right now. Because some of those are emotions that they've held down. And when you held down emotions, it's going to come in your body. It's gonna form in different things, in cancers and tumors. And this disease being worse than it has to be because you're not learning how to deal with your anxiety, your stress, or your own fears. Or you getting something else, panic attacks. It's going to manifest in another way if you don't deal with it. And it is now your time to deal with it for your own physical, mental health, and emotional health. Because whatever you feel, it's gonna show up in your body. So go out there, take those walks. Take a day off from work, and not take a day off from work and go get drinks with your friends to talk about it, because drinks is still just going to suppress the emotion. But go take a walk by yourself. Walk with God. Sit there, ground yourself. Put your feet in some dirt, in some grass, in some nice, comfortable grass. Meditate. Pray. Read Bible verses. Whatever makes you feel calm, be that and be there. Nurture yourself. Wash your hair. Give yourself a bath. Do things for yourself that your body really needs. Nourish it with good, healthy foods. With foods that your body livens up to and reacts well with. Do all those things. And make sure that you're taking care of you. Not that you're avoiding you, but you're taking care of you. Feel those emotions. And if it means you ain't got to talk to nobody, don't talk to anybody. So I've had to be in that state where I talk to nobody and I just push everybody to the side and be available for myself and stop being available for other people. Start being available for me and what I need at that moment. And I need to sit in this emotion and see, why is this coming up? Is this a fear that I'm just holding on to that I haven't let go of? Is this a fear where I don't think I'm worthy or adequate, or I am fearful of success? Because that's real. I'm fearful of success and then having to deal with this, and this, and this, and not being able to handle it or juggle it. What is it? What is it a fear of? And why are you fearful of the success? Do you think you can't handle it? Why are you fearful of a loving relationship? Do you think you're going to sabotage it? What is it? Feel those feelings. Because I'm having to deal with feelings that I felt or suppressed a long time ago. I thought I had taken care of them. Thought I had dealt with them. But really and truly, I had just suppressed them. I had just pushed them to the side and said, I'm going to go on. I got business to handle. And didn't let it wreck me or bother me. And didn't even turn my head to look the other way, because you ain't stopping me. And nobody has to stop you when you feel those feelings. But get in the understanding, get in the pattern of feeling those feelings so that you can understand your own emotions, your own emotional pattern, your own triggers, things that you have learned that you need to unlearn about your emotions. Like men have learned that y'all don't have emotions, suppress it, push it down. This is how a man should act. That was just harmful to the male community. And in even the community outside it, because then women are saying, oh, you're not a man because you're crying. Really? Why are we putting such confining definitions on what it is to be a man or a female like that? It shouldn't be that confining. Even females, especially in the Black community, to be strong and to just not worry and push that to the side and push on. That's why we may have that's probably why there's a lot of fibroids in the Black community. There's probably why there's a lot of obesity in our community. Because some people suppress it. They may suppress it with food. They may see that food is a comfort. That's why it's called comfort food. Southern food is called comfort food, to comfort us in a time where emotionally we don't know how to deal with our emotions, or we can't show our emotions because it shows a sign of weakness, when that shows a sign of strength. Because you're able to recognize who you are, where you've been, and where you can go from here. And you're able to recognize that these emotions are not all of me, and they do not define exactly who I am. It's just a moment of what I'm going through, and a moment of what I need to go through in order to be stronger, in order to get stronger, in order to get more resilient and persistent in what I'm trying to do and reach the goals I'm trying to reach, and remember who I am and what my worth is. So I don't know what else I got for you today. Like I said, it's been rough. It's been a lot on my mind. It's been a lot of thinking. And I just came here to let it off and remind you that you are capable of this. You are capable of overcoming whatever is going on right now in this world, in this lifetime, at this moment. Because really and truly, a lot of this is a test to see where you are and where you're willing to go and how you're willing to grow. It's one of the hardest tests, but it's worth it. So invest in yourself in this time. Invest in your emotional needs in this time. Because if you don't, you're going to be caught in the same cycle, in the same place, feeling the same thing and stunning your growth. And you don't want your growth stunning. That's not going to get you anywhere. It's going to get you with the same circle, same cycle, same situations, wondering why your life hasn't changed in the way you want it to change. So that is a part of life changing. Changing who you are and how you see things in the perspective of yourself, and diving deeper into yourself. And that's what your emotions allow you to do. Dive deeper into you. Figure out who you are so that you can present who God has asked you to be in this world, and the light that you're supposed to present in this world. Because all of us have this light. You just have to tap into it, and you got to go through the dark to get to the light. It's a nice little tunnel, but get through it. There's going to be some good days, some great days, some not so great days. And it is time for you to understand you and take control in the understanding of your own emotions. Emotional maturity and attacking your emotions does not mean in every circumstance you're going to know how to handle it, or you're not going to fly off the handle. It just means that you can check yourself when you fly off the handle. It just means to know that this triggers me. I don't need to be here, or I need to rethink before I come in this situation. I need to learn how to calmly react. I need to learn that what somebody says has more to do sometimes with them than it has to do with me. Those are things that you have to learn. Mastering your emotions does not mean you are just going to be this master manipulator of your own emotions and nobody can catch you in. You may fly out the handle. You may cry. You may get a certain way, and that's okay. But mastering them is knowing them, and knowing how to deal with them, and knowing how to walk through those emotions and be there and not rush yourself out of the emotion. Don't do that. Because you can try and rush all you want, but that's not going to rush your healing. That's going to find you right back to where you had, because you're going to try to avoid parts of it. So take your time. Be kind to yourself. Love on yourself. Remind yourself of who you are. Remind yourself of what you can do. Remind yourself of where you have been set and set apart to go. Do those things. Stop looking at it as a weakness, and stop looking at it as mastering your emotions just means I know I can suppress those emotions, and nobody's going to bother me with this whole facade of I got my emotions under control. Because that's a facade. Because your feelings are going to get hurt, and it's okay. Just deal with it. You're gonna have some pains. You're gonna have some hurts. But you're also gonna have some laughter and some great moments. And remember those in times like this. Remember those in times when you're down and you're not feeling at your best and you're not feeling ready to give the world what you usually give them. It's okay. It is okay. It is okay to be by yourself for weeks, a week, whatever. That's cool. Don't feel some kind of special way that you have to be different or show up when you're not ready to show up. When emotionally you're learning how to show up for yourself emotionally. So show up for you. I hope everybody else's week has been good. Like I said, my week emotionally has been a little bit rougher. It's been a lot of feelings and a lot of things I've needed to deal with and understand about myself. And I hope you guys appreciate this video and appreciate the thought and the sentiment. Thank you guys. You guys have a nice Friday. Remember, everything is not for you and you aren't for everything. So figure out what is and pay attention to that. And don't worry about what anybody else got to say. Because again, that has nothing to do with you a lot of times. It has more to do with their projection, their issues, and things that they probably haven't dealt with. And that is not for you to carry or worry about. So you guys have a nice Friday and a beautiful weekend. Thank you.